We are currently in Macclesfield in East Cheshire, on the foot of the Central Pennines, and we are getting borderline snow here right now. 2 degrees Celsius presently coming in from the western side. It was very briefly full snow, and now it is sort of sleety snow kind of stuff. We're going to head to Buxton, which is down the road here ahead of us, 11 miles down. It's probably going to be snowier there. I briefly captured a little bit of this current snow that we're getting. It's sort of snow, it's wet, very wet at this time, but as I mentioned, it's hovering around 1 or 2 Celsius. I don't know how much of this we're getting, but as you can see, pretty dismal conditions up here on the approach to Buxton. It is -2. Got very dense, it's not very thick, it's very fine particles, and whilst there's no traffic behind me, I'm just going to snatch a little bit. I mean, this is probably fog more than anything. And we're going to go out and have a little look at what's going on. Probably not very much, but it is certainly a winter scene right now. It is quite chilly, I can tell you that much. I'm just going to show you outside again whilst we're going to grab this. Alright, let's try it on the bin. I doubt it very much, but let's see how much snow we've got so far. It's over 1 inch. It is 1.5 inches so far. So there you go. Actually is quite a fair amount. According to that bin, 1.5 inches. Event that we did it with the Scotland flooding last year. We've done it with other events, flooding in York. Anytime there's anything significant going on. In fact, the last time we were out anywhere was during thunderstorm chasing on August the 1st for that. And right now we are snowbound. Buxton lies in a valley, but certainly we're starting to get some significant accumulations, and it is deadly quiet as well. It's lovely. Which is very, very steep and slippery. There's my footprints. So far, probably 1.5 inches, at least according to that bin that I just took a measurement from. Once we were on the edge of Macclesfield, then we went up into the hills. It started snowing a lot more, a lot like this actually. Very low cloud bank, which meant it looked like whiteout conditions, but it was actually just fog. And then we were through very treacherous conditions for a while on those roads, and then things got better again. Snow in Matlock. I'm definitely not surprised to hear that, just down the road from here. That little courtyard there was beautiful. I'm going to get some pictures of that as well. In fact, one way to tell if there's been very much additional snow before we even go and measure is my footprints from earlier. And they've been filled in a little bit, haven't they? So let's go and investigate and take out my measuring stick. I'll also measure the road surface too. But first of all, let's check this bin. Before it was 1.4 inches, and now it is 1.8 or 1.9 maybe, at least 1.8 inches there, according to that bin. Let's check the road surface in front of me. Here, that is not so much, only about half an inch there, and that's probably going to be more of a realistic number as a general average, but for some reason on that bin a lot has accumulated. 1.8 inches. And you can see some vehicles coming down from the hills. And this looks pretty thick here, there's all this grass. Let's just check over here what we're looking at right now. In this particular area there, it differs on exactly what surface, but that is 2 inches dead there in the grass. So the bin, people have got loud cars around here. The bin 1.8, the grass there too, and you did a burnout there in front of us. How interesting. And on the road surface only half an inch, but of course I suppose there's been a bit of gritting. We've got lights out and everything. So they're up to a few tricks, clearly. And it is definitely a chilly night, -1 degrees, and still a fair amount of snow. I mean, quite a lot of it coming down. They're still going at it down there. See hazard lights up ahead. Are people struggling up this hill, perhaps? I think they might be. People are struggling up the hill. So I guess I will. Because this guy here, he's just unable to move. But the rest of us seem to be taking it just fine at the minute. I've not even felt the car slip once on this hill, so I don't know what their problem was. But there's a few vehicles that have struggled here. But no, it feels pretty smooth to me. Oh, what a very apt sign that is. Ice. And for just the second time tonight, we've dropped down now to -2. -2. See a bit of it blowing there. I'm just going to pull in and get a little video of that. Just going to turn it around on this little road here. Just see if I can catch some of that blowing snow. Lost it there. Wasn't paying attention with that gritter going by, but we just about kept it. Going to pull in here and see if we can do a little snow gauge check. We are out in the sticks here. I'm literally just gonna step out of the car and, or just open the door and stick the tape measure straight to the ground. It's cold, that's for sure. Let's have a little look. Not that much, nearly 1 inch here. Once again, this is round the back of Winter Hill, which is near Bolton. Right here, this bend. In fact, look at that, look at those tyre tracks. Someone lost control on that bend there. Very unnatural tyre tracks, but we've made it round fine, that's good. All we have to do is get down this hill and we should be home free. Down into Rivington here, look at that, squiggly tyre tracks. Someone was really struggling to get up there. That's why I came this way, because the hills going up were less steep. Not much else to see on the way home, so that really concludes our coverage of tonight's snow chase. It was all done in darkness. That's the first time I think we've done a stream in complete darkness. But I think it went off well. We did quite well, I think. Tons of it out there. Obviously there's been a lot to see. But until next time, I think we'll be finishing up here. What an interesting snowy night, very, very cold, and there might be more to come. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It's been great to have you with us tonight, and I'm sure we'll see you again very soon, because there's probably more snow on the way in the near future.